We live in a city, in a region, in a world where there are millions of ideas about everything. Sports, politics, food, life, sex, money, religion, the list goes on and on and on. Every book, every podcast, every advertisement you see, every personal conversation you have, every chat around the dinner table is full of beliefs. I mean, just think about it. Just stop for one moment right now. You and I have opinions on almost everything, yet not all things are equally as important. Your opinion on what restaurant you like is not as important as what you believe about your family. But in the midst of all the opinions and all the beliefs, the question is, do you know? I mean, do you really know what you believe about the most important matter of life? God. See, whether you've been a Christian for decades, years, months, or you're not a Christian at all, but you're seeking in the middle of all the noise of our culture, this must become ever clearer. That's why we've chosen the theme Believe for us as a church this year. Who do we really believe in? And what do we really believe he's up to? It was Jesus' best friend John that wrote these words, "But these are written that you may believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that by believing you may have life in his name." Never forget, for Christians, believing is something more than assent, knowing some God is out there. Belief is faith. It's trust. It's commitment. Really, it's one word: relationship. And so this year, join us as we explore these grand questions. Who is God? What do we believe God is offering our world? But not only this, there's even more. What are you and what are we believing God to do in our own personal lives, in our families, in this church? What are we believing God for in the region of Durham, in all of Toronto, all of Canada, even the whole world? One said, the issue of faith is not so much whether we believe in God, but whether we believe the God we believe in. See, that's it at its heart. The difference between knowing about him and actually really knowing him. As a church, God has given us a grand vision to reach 10,000 people and to show the love of Jesus physically, emotionally, spiritually. God's on the move. He always has been. God is calling you. God is calling us to a season of believing, a solid understanding of who he is, an unshakable trust in his good news, and a heaven-given courage to trust in and work alongside Jesus as we believe him for greater things in our life, in our families' lives, in this church, in our region, and yes, even the whole world.